What's good, y'all? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Y'all know I got to come with my game day picks for the NFL. I'm going to do another one of these too for Christmas, especially for the NBA, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. But we got some pretty good games today, right? We got Packers, Lions, Commanders, Cowboys, and 49ers, Seahawks, man. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Real excited for Thanksgiving football. Usually it's pretty good. Usually you at least get one or two good games in the window. Packers and Lions have been playing forever. No Aaron Rodgers this year. Obviously, going to be Jordan Love. But the first game, real quick, what stands out? Detroit having a really good season, 8-2. I think it's going to be competitive in the first half. I think they're going to keep it close with Jordan Love, but no Aaron Jones in this game, right? They're going to be putting on AJ Dillon and crew. Romeo Dobbs been having a good season. Christian Watson been having a pretty good season for the Packers. But really a game they need if they want to stay, kind of in that playoff race, in that playoff picture. For the Lions, you want to kind of, keep it going. You want to kind of stay right behind Philly because Philly's 9-1. You're 8-2, so you want to kind of keep pace with them for a potential number one seed, and it has to come through Ford Field, right? So for Detroit, it's going to kind of be that scenario, kind of when they play Chicago, real tight, real close, and then they're going to be able to pull away third, fourth quarter. But should be a good game. Jameer Gibbs, they'll look for him to go off. Jerick also been having a great season. David Montgomery too, 1-2 punch in the backfield. Jameson Williams starting to get some more touches and things like that. Amon St. Brown, underrated receiver. I think he's top 10 in the league right now. So that should be a really intriguing game. Now let's go to Commanders Cowboys. I think this one will be probably the worst one. I think Cowboys win this handily. I would not be surprised if their defense has like a touchdown, pick six, or they have a big game on special teams. I think Cowboys are playing at another level right now. I think they are primed for a good run this year. And I think they play historically pretty good on Thanksgiving. They rarely lose. You don't really see it too often. I know it's a divisional opponent, but I just think they have too many problems on the offensive line for the Commanders. I think currently lead the league in sacks right now. Sam Howell, they've been turning over the ball a lot. I know Ron Rivera's on the hot seat. I think they have five turnovers in their last game against the Giants. I got Cowboys winning this one pretty handily. May see, kind of back and forth in the first quarter, but I think Cowboys pull away. Defense is just too much. Dak's playing at a pretty good level right now. And you got CeeDee Lamb, who's looking like a true number one receiver, and one of probably the top 10 receivers in the game right now. So I think Cowboys win this handily. That and the running game with Tony Pollard, I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Washington. So I got them winning this one pretty big. All right, now time for the last one, 49ers Seahawks. Interesting game. Haven't heard the update on Geno Smith. We'll see how that looks going in. He was questionable. Said he's looking to play. We'll find it out later. Haven't heard any really updates on that yet. But I think it's a big game for Seattle, right? It's a divisional game. I think this one is going to be the best one all night because Seattle, you need this game if you want to kind of keep pace with San Fran. They starting to kind of come into their own after their three-game losing streak. They've won two straight. They look dominant in their wins. Defensively, they look like they found a new gear. Unfortunate news, their star safety, Hula Funga, Talanoa Hufanga, he tore his ACL, so he's out for the year. So that is a tough break right there. But overall, really great defense, great defensive lines, especially with the addition of a Chase Young, right? So I think it's going to be tough. And then, coming in this game for Seattle, back to their end, they don't have Kenneth Walker, right? He had an oblique strain, so he's going to be out in this game. So Charbonnet's going to have to step up. I know fantasy-wise, he's projected to have a lot of points. But it's interesting to see how the ground game works and if, Drew Lock got to come in. Will he be able to kind of get this offense where it's supposed to go? I think DK is questionable coming to this game as well. So a lot of injuries on both sides. But I think San Fran, even though it's in Seattle, I think they got the better team. I think this is their division to lose. And I think you're going to see them kind of establish you know, not their tempo, but establish like who they are. We already know they're going to be a top team in the NFC and the NFL, but I think they're going to start to kind of pull away from the division. I think they start with this game right here. I got a big win for them on the road against Seattle. I think just too many injuries. It's going to be a lot to overcome in this game. Even if Geno Smith plays, he's not going to be 100%, especially with that arm. So yeah, I think San Fran wins big. I think Brock Purdy's been playing really well. Last game, 3 touchdowns. He's been outstanding. Brandon Ayuk seems to have a touchdown every single week. George Kittle, Debo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey. He got weapons galore, man. So I think it's going to be just a little bit too much, especially on a short week. Injuries. I think San Fran wins big. So that's my picks, guys. I got Lions, I got Cowboys, and 49ers as the game day picks this week, man. Y'all comment below who y'all got in these games and who y'all got winning.